All right, here we are for the last part of this lab. To shoot it horizontally, there's a certain technique to it. Now again, I'm going to be using the projectile motion thing. So I need to get the pendulum out of the way because that's not part of it. I press this, it's already been cocked, and cocking it while it's up on the wall is not easy, so cock it when it's down on the ground. There's a piece of tape right here, probably from a previous experiment. And I get it set up like that. Now, I want to be able to fire this thing, and it can be done by one person. I've done this enough. But you want to stabilize it. Now, as I'm stabilizing it, an important thing to keep track of here. If I'm tilting it back slightly, if I don't have the top pressed up against here, this thing is going to be tilted back slightly. Now, this is more than I've seen students do. It doesn't take a whole lot back. When that happens, because when this ball shoots, it's going to barely miss this piece right here. So if you're tilted back slightly, it could hit this. Now when it hits it, what I have seen is it clips that, hits the wall, and then bounces back towards the person. Now so much energy is lost when the thing gets shot that it's not going very fast, kind of like that. It is more startling than anything else, again, based on reaction. No student has gotten hurt doing that, but it's kind of creepy the first time it happens. And from a teacher point of view, it's also kind of creepy. Now, so we set this up, get it pressed right here. Now I've got spotters going to be looking to see how high up it goes. I am measuring from the distance right here. Again, from the tape mark. That's where it is released. That's when the force from the spring is no longer acting on it, or the force because of the spring. I've got it pressed like this, and boom. It goes up. It landed. It was not perfectly lined up like this. It was slightly off. And so when it came back, it did not hit the end here, which would have been an ideal. It actually hit just to the right of it. So I was tilted a little bit too far to the right. But that's how this lab is done. I do have spotters. I'm going to have spotters up there checking it out. Sometimes they just put marks on the wall using tape. They put tape on the wall where at the height. It's helpful to have more than one person looking at it because there's this thing called parallax that can really mess up the results. So it's good to have several spotters. It's also sometimes helpful to have somebody standing on a chair. For those who have worked at DuPont, don't ever do that. But everyone else, go ahead. Stand on a chair, make sure it's not a rolling chair and all that other safety stuff. So you have a direct eye, and you're not looking at it at some strange angle. That's where parallax shows up. So the ball lab now go find, and that's the lab. Enjoy.